Welcome back to the Hidden Earth, the channel where we uncover the darkest, strangest, and most mysterious places on our planet. Today, we're taking you deep into the mountains of Japan, to a place where the living are few, and the dead have been replaced by dolls. This is Nagoro Village, also known as the Valley of Dolls. A tiny, forgotten village where over 400 life-size dolls silently stand in place of the people who once lived there. And the story behind it is both heartbreaking and haunting. Far away from Japan's busy cities and neon lights lies a small mountain village called Nagoro, once a lively community filled with families, children, and laughter. But as the years passed, the young moved away for work, and the old slowly passed on. Now only a handful of people remain. The houses are quiet, the streets are empty, and nature has begun to take back what's left. At first glance, Nagoro looks peaceful, but then you notice something strange. People, standing by the road, sitting on benches, working in the fields. Except, they're not people at all. The story begins with one woman, Ayano Tsukimi. After years away, she returned to her hometown, only to find it nearly abandoned. One day, she made a scarecrow that looked like her late father. It reminded her of him, the way he once stood in the field. That single doll brought her comfort. So she made another and another, until the empty village began to fill up again, not with people, but with life-sized dolls. Each doll represents someone who once lived there, a farmer, a fisherman, a child, a neighbor, frozen forever in memory. As you walk through Nagoro, it feels like stepping into a dream or a ghost story. Inside the old schoolhouse, students sit at their desks, books open, heads turned toward the front. But every single one of them is a doll. The teacher at the blackboard? Also a doll. At the bus stop, elderly men sit patiently as if waiting for a bus that will never come. In the fields, workers bend over crops that no longer grow. On porches, women chat silently with one another. Stitched smiles frozen in time. Every corner tells a story. Every face is a memory. For many, Nagoro feels eerie, even creepy. But for Ayano, the dolls are a tribute, a way to remember those who once gave life to this land. She says, each doll has a soul. I make them to keep my village alive. In her small workshop, she carefully sews faces, paints eyes, and dresses them in old clothes belonging to the people they represent. It's her way of holding on, to love, to loss, and to a fading community. Today, only a dozen or so real humans still live in Nagoro. The dolls outnumber them 10 to 1. The wind whistles through empty streets. The eyes of the dolls seem to follow you. Some sit in silence, others appear mid-conversation, like a moment frozen between life and death. Tourists now visit Nagoro to witness this strange sight. Some call it beautiful, others call it disturbing. But no one leaves untouched, because in Nagoro, you're not just looking at dolls, you're looking at the story of a dying village and the desperate human need to not be forgotten. As the sun sets behind the mountains, the shadows of the dolls stretch across the empty streets. They stand guard, a silent community frozen between memory and oblivion. In Nagoro, life and death coexist in the strangest harmony. And maybe, just maybe, these dolls are not scary at all, but symbols of love, grief, and remembrance. Because sometimes the most haunting places on Earth are not cursed, they're simply forgotten. Would you dare visit Nagoro Village, where the dead are replaced by dolls? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again on the Hidden Earth, where we explore the world's most mysterious, haunted, and forbidden places on our planet.